Long ago, people lived in nations. These lands had borders, people full of culture, and would act under the guide of one body. For thousands of generations, this system was working, until the nations became too large. That's when the problem started. The people were unsatisfied, unhappy. In each nation, people started to form their own groups, communities where they helped each other with the inability of their nation to sustain itself as a whole. Modern technology failed, and eventually, civil war broke out. During this time, that's when people started to gain mysterious powers as well. Some would say, like magic. Little did they know that much of where their powers would come from was from their own culture. Filipino culture, that is. Some individuals sought out the raw energy that these new powers would give them. Others saw this as a sign from the universe, signaling that they were the chosen ones to lead a new kind of nation. And others simply saw it as a way to hold on to their former culture. Very few knew how to harness their powers. Those who did and shared their knowledge grew in numbers. Eventually, only 3 groups were left fighting in the Great War. The Wika tribe. They often found solace through the gift of language. Through the power of their own language, they were able to affect people's minds and thoughts. They believed in a new kind of freedom. They believed that language wasn't just a form of communication, but it was a way to connect with others. Their language brought them closer to one another, and eventually, the people of the Wika tribe came to truly understand their language. The Kilos tribe. They were more invested in the raw energy of understanding the movements of their bodies. Through their movements, they were able to gain extreme physical capabilities, such as strength and speed. They were both nimble and strong people who believed movement was the only true expression of culture. They would imitate the creatures all around them and tell stories with their newfound appreciation for the arts. The Kalalua tribe. They harnessed their power through craftsmanship. They were able to create magical objects, and these items only worked for them. They grew to believe that goods, crafts, and even food were what mattered to them the most. Through these things, they emphasized their culture. For so long, these tribes fought each other for their survival. The injuries and deaths only kept increasing. Tired of the fighting and chaos, these 3 tribes agreed on a ceasefire and agreed on a set of rules in order for them to coexist with each other. 1. You are born and raised into a tribe. However, on your 18th year of schooling, you have the choice to choose whichever tribe. 2. You are able to pick one tribe and one tribe alone. 3. No personal relations with any other members of the other tribes once you have chosen. 4. One tribe's power cannot be used against the other 2 tribes. And 5. Failure to adhere to these rules will result in punishment relative to the infraction. For centuries, these rules and these tribes have continued to hold society together. For centuries, the system has worked. And this is where our story begins.